peeps, Angel of the Dawn here, back with another Divine Masculine Collective message. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. The message that's coming through today and that I'm experiencing personally is don't let things throw you off of your balance, off of your, don't let anything bring you out of your vibe. So I say that because personally, like I said, I'm experiencing. Last night, I went to go to the store, and my car battery was dead. Wouldn't start. And so then today, my guidance said, hey, go check your car. And so I go out and I check my car, and it starts right up. Okay, so I go ahead and go to the store like I planned to last night. I get to the store, and my debit card's missing. And I'm a creature of habit. I always put things back, especially things like that, in the exact same place immediately. It's not like I put something somewhere and then say, oh, I'll put that back somewhere else later. So I still haven't found my debit card. I'm hoping that I'll get some information from the last store I used it at yesterday, but they can't give me any information until in the morning. Thank goodness there wasn't very much money on it because I had actually just pulled out some cash. And so that's a plus. So even if somebody else has it, they don't get very much money. So I'm not going to cancel it until I find out whether or not, in fact, somebody did take it. Or if by some chance I was out of my mind yesterday and did put it somewhere different. But that's just so out of character for me. So anyway, don't let anything take you off your vibe, get you out of your good energy. So, hope everybody's doing okay out there. I know the energies have been very, very chaotic lately. If you guys have been watching my videos, you've been hearing me talk about it. So, let's see. I already forgot what those runes meant. Give me 1 second. I gotta look that back up. Okay, alright, okay. So, shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. You guys freaking rock, and I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me and giving me so much love here on my channel. I continue to get new subscribers every day, and I appreciate that so very much. Okay, so to go ahead and get right into this. So I pulled some runes for the Divine Masculine, and what come up was constraint, and this one either means the self or female. So for the Divine Masculines, either there is some kind of constraint, something holding them back. Either they're holding themselves back in some way, or there is a female in their environment, in their energy, that is holding them back. So either they're holding themselves back, or there is a female in their environment that is causing constraint. So that was the runes that come out, and that is generally like the topic of the reading. So let's see what we got. We'll go ahead and start with the dice. If you guys have been on my channel, you know that I use the tarot dice, the tarot cards, and the oracles, and of course now also I use the runes. So I like to shake it up, and I like to do things a little bit different. So here we go. Divine Masculine, what is going on for the Divine Masculine Collective? Oh, and if you guys haven't started following my Facebook page, you might want to check that out. I do post a lot of content on there. I do lives on there sometimes. Like when I get downloads and messages, a lot of times I'll just type them out. Like I got one in the middle of the night last night that I typed out on there. So if you guys haven't, and I talk about healing and law of attraction and things like that on my Facebook page. So if you want to check that out, do so. And I am offering a special for at least the first half of June on the Twinflame and Twinflame Mini. I don't think I put that in the description box yet. I'll have to make sure that I get that changed. But at the same time, please hold off for the next at least 12 hours to send any payment. Please do not send any payment for or donations for the next 24 hours because the card that I lost or that I cannot find at the moment is my PayPal card. So for the next 12 hours, even if you want a reading, please hold off on sending payment until I can find out about my card. So just be patient with me. We'll get it all figured out. It's all going to be all good. Just, like I said, I'm trying not to stress this one out and just, yeah. That's interesting. Alright, this is interesting. We've been getting like different readings where there's one section that there's nothing there. Okay, so it's on my finger. Anyway. There it is. I was saying, couldn't find it. Okay, so that is a big thing right here is it looks like finances or stability, foundation, that doesn't necessarily hold a lot of weight right now into the Divine Masculine's reading because at least right now until getting the cards, there's no pentacles. There is some pentacles like facing me, but there's none, you know, on the top that come out on top. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it looks like here in the middle, the Divine Masculines have made a choice to not reconcile with a Queen of Swords. Could have been somebody that they thought was a twin flame. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse. Because we've got the Four of Pentacles, Judgment in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Then we've got the Lovers in the upright with the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is like making a choice in love. So I feel like the Divine Masculines have decided in this situation, whoever this Queen of Swords is, could be somebody that was, you know, harsh with their words or, I'm not, that's all I'm getting. Somebody that maybe was just very constricting, controlling even. So it looks like there's no reconciliation there, but the Divine Masculines are making a choice that is going to be wish fulfillment. They're starting a new chapter. They've seen, it's like they've seen the light, they see their path, they've taken some time out, and it looks like they're putting down worries, burdens, excess responsibilities. Because we've got the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So they could be some kind of burden that has to do with maybe this relationship with this Queen of Swords. Or it could be like the ending of a contract or something like that. But then you've got the Ten of Wands here on the end. So they're putting down the burdens of whatever this relationship is to move forward towards wish fulfillment, or, you know, their wish, or even moving just towards hope, but a new cycle. They're starting a new cycle. Oh, hold on, my eye itches. Oh boy, it itches. Oh, it won't quit. Okay. There is some worry. They've got the Nine of Swords here with the King of Cups. So there's some worry, maybe. Yeah, I also just noticed we got the Queen of Swords here in reverse. We also have the King of Swords in reverse there. So the Divine Masculines could be worried about sharing their feelings, because the King of Cups a lot of times, you can see him as not being very good at expressing his feelings. So they could be worried about expressing their feelings, or showing any emotion. We've got the Knight of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. They could be wanting to rush in and offer something small, or that could have been what was going on in the past. But it looks like they are making the decision to, like, if there was any kind of deception or lies, yeah, there's lies too. But it looks like they're making the decision to walk away from that. This could be either the last, like, if they if they were trying to start, like, break out and be an entrepreneur, maybe that's not working out for them here. With the Emperor in reverse. I've also got the Page of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So it's like they're getting out of deceiving, or, well, they're getting out of some kind of deception, whether it's them being deceptive or somebody being deceptive to them, because there's lack of truth and lack of emotion in this situation. And also could be like lack of self-love here with this. A lot of times when I see actually a lot of the cups, when I see the cups in reverse, I feel like people aren't really feeling the self-love. And of course over here, yeah, this is definitely okay. So this is the end of a relationship. If this is a karmic situation, this is over. The Divine Masculines have made the choice to move forward from this. We've got, they're wanting to move forward towards something that is more stable and more passionate. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They may feel really restricted, and again, we had restriction up here, or what was that? Was it restriction? Constraint, constraint, restriction. I feel like with the Seven of Cups here in reverse, that's saying that they've had restriction, constraint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There could have been some kind of restriction on some kind of restriction on their money, some kind of restriction on what they were trying to create, something that they were working towards, because we've got the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups in reverse. So somehow there was some kind of like limit on making money, whatever. I feel like there was some kind of financial situation that just wasn't working out for them, because that Emperor in reverse, and then we've got this Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups in reverse. And I actually don't see that this is only making a choice in love. This really doesn't show moving forward towards anyone new, because everything, we don't have a Queen of Cups showing. We only have a King of Cups, and he's in the upright. Now the other two kings we've got is the King of Wands and the King of Swords. They're both in the reverse. Then we've got the Page of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this just really looks like, assessing a situation and possibly seeing how this karmic relationship is restricting them and holding them back. We do have the Tower in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in the upright. So I kind of feel like that's fighting to keep. Let's see, that says domination. I feel like they're trying to fight to keep on top of the situation, or they have been. Like, I feel like it's been a big struggle. They've been fighting this tower in the past, like, because these are on the quads over here. So, in the past, they really tried, I feel like, to give this a go. They really tried to work and make this happen, but there's some kind of restrictive constraints on the situation that is keeping it from being what they thought it was going to be. So I feel like they've made the choice to move forward. I really feel like they could have thought that this was a twin flame situation, or at least at the very least they thought it was something stable at one time. I believe they, like I said, I believe they've made that choice to say, no, this isn't for me. Because something is very constricting. Something is holding them back from their blessings. And obviously it's because, a karmic situation isn't meant to be long term. It's meant to be a learning experience, a growing experience, a healing experience. So, and then once, you've learned the lessons, or it's run its course or whatever, it's meant to be moved on from. So, I feel like that's where the divine masculines are at. They're at that point where they're realizing that, this is what it was. It served its purpose. It ran its course. And it's time to, move forward. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse again. The Six of Swords in reverse. Wow. The Queen of Swords in reverse again. The Three of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this situation with this Queen of Swords, which I feel like is the karmic, it's not getting better. Like I said, you've got the Six of Swords in reverse. There's no moving into calmer waters. And I feel like there could be, with this Three of Cups, a lot of times I see this as like gossip. And so I feel like that could have been something that was very restricting, was people gossiping, and and also just kind of maybe talking, saying how things won't work out, or like things have to be this way or that way, just really trying to get into the divine masculine's head. Or this could be the divine masculines also seeing that they have no choice but to move on in order to be happy, because the Three of Cups can also be like a celebratory thing. But with the Seven of Cups, it seems very restricting. So it's like seeing no choice but to move on in order to be happy. And they may not have a lot to offer here with the Page of Pentacles. They could have lost money, like I said, with this, what I feel like was some type of business with that the Emperor in reverse, and this Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. I say Wands because Wands was on either side of that, but anyways, the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups in reverse. I see that as like kind of being restricted in making money, so they may not have a lot of money, and they may not feel like they have a lot to offer. But I also feel like they're seeing that they can create their own, you guys can't see that, but that they can create their own stability. Like, they don't need someone else. Like, once they get out of this restriction, they will be able to build on their own. So this is kind of feeling like they are getting more balance within their own divine masculine and feminine. Go away. Sorry, there was a mosquito trying to attack me. Yeah, that's a lot of cards. Alright, but they all kind of come out a little bit separately, so we'll see. We'll take them. Yeah, they're not happy. Got the sun in reverse. They're not happy. Things have been hidden. This also could be things that are working behind the scenes with the moon, but I feel like things have been hidden from them. It could have been the karmic was keeping something from them, or it could just be that they weren't seeing things clearly about the situation in the past. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles again, but this time it's in reverse. So they're not putting any work into this situation anymore. The Ace of Swords, but I feel like they also may not have clarity, or somebody's not telling the truth. Let's see what this says about the Ace of Swords in reverse. Oh, it says you win, but results are disastrous. Okay, so, yeah, with this lies and deception that we got going on up here, they could have gotten away with being deceptive and, whatever, but it could have really blown up in a different way. And then we've got the King of Cups again. And I feel like this time this is saying being closed off with their emotions, not being able to express their emotions. And then we've got the Magician in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. So they're keeping their emotions close to them. They're not expressing their emotions. They're not apologizing about it. They're not manifesting, though. Right now, as long as they are in this relationship, things are not manifesting. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, that's all of them. Okay. So they're looking out to the future. That is the overall bottom of the deck. So yeah, I feel like the Sun in reverse and this Magician, this is kind of what's helping propel them to make this choice to move forward. They have hope about the future. And yeah, they have hope about the future. But whatever this situation is, it looks like they are moving on from it. They are making the choice not to, like if there's been an argument in this situation, they're not reconciling, or this is just making a judgment call. Too, for a group of masculines, they could be still trying to give one more go with this situation. With this Tower in reverse, it could be that they're gonna still keep trying to give it a go, even though it's not working out. But I feel like that's for a small group of the ones I'm picking up, because I feel like for the most part, I mean, there's just too many cards saying this isn't going the right direction. So I would think that, most are going to walk away, because they see now with the Hierophant here, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, they see that they've got a new start ahead. Yeah, they could be doing a lot of praying. They could have gotten answers through meditation, through dream state. Because a lot of times I see this prayer card. This came up the other day. Can't remember for who. I want to say maybe air signs. But I see it a lot of times like the Four of Swords and like a, time out, rest. But okay, they could be. You got prayer in upright, but faith in reverse. So they may not have a lot of faith in a higher power. They may not have a lot of faith in being able to manifest because things are not working out. Yeah, because abundance in reverse. This has not been a beneficial, financially beneficial situation where I feel like that was kind of the basis in the beginning. And so it's actually kind of turned out to be the opposite. But there's always lessons to be learned. So, regardless of what decisions we make and what we do, it all happens for a reason, and there's always something to learn. And like today with my debit card, and last night with my car, for me, it was to just not let it affect me, Even though not having a car last night kind of freaked me out a little bit at first, and then, of course, my debit card, that's my money. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit at first, but then I was just like, you know what? I'm being tested, and I had a beautiful friend jumped on as soon as I posted something about it on Facebook. She jumped on Messenger, and she was like, you're probably just being tested, and this is what happened to me the other day. And I'm like, you know what? You are so right, and I love you so much, and thank you, because you're right. I don't think I've seen that one before. That one's the Portal of Light. I love it when I get new Isis oracles because, it's so funny because the same ones come up reading after reading, and there's so many of these that I've yet to see. Oh, there we go. Alright. Truth Unveiled. Okay, so we've got Portal of Light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. So I feel like this is saying, again, this is like meditation, I feel like, and getting in touch with being able to know, understand, and manipulate energy. Yeah, and you won't, and it says you won't become ungrounded, like you're protected, and you won't be leaving your earthly connection, you'll just be adding to it. Okay, so then we've got Truths Unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable. I feel like that's exactly what's going on here. I feel like the Divine Masculines are finally seeing this for what it is. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you, you may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, if there's been a lot of people, or even just one person, even if it's just the karmic, but if there's been a lot of people or just the karmic talking in the Divine Masculine's ear and trying to get him to be swayed one way or the other, basically trying to manipulate him, it's saying, trust your gut, trust your feelings. You already know what's going on, and if you rationalize it, you're going to keep staying in this lack of abundance, lack of manifestation, being judged, being, whatever the situation is that all this feels yucky. You're going to stay in it. You're going to stay stuck. So pay attention to your inner knowing, meditate, get in touch with your higher self, because, and I feel like that's kind of too what this is saying, because in my opinion, we have this higher self, this soul that is kind of otherworldly, but it's still us and attached. So like it's getting in touch with that aspect of ourselves. Like that's who I channel when I do my readings. Sometimes I call it my guidance or my guides, but it's like my higher self. It's me, but it's my multi-dimensional me that has all the answers, because we all have all of the answers inside of ourselves. And that is, coming from your higher self, your oversoul. So I feel like that's what this is saying. You know what the right thing is. You know what direction you really need to go. But you could be, and have maybe up until this point, let other people sway you, dictate, and maneuver you in directions that were beneficial for them, but not really and maybe they even made it look like it would be beneficial for you, but I feel like on a deep level, you already really knew the truth. Okay, let's go ahead and get the top one. Let's see what it says. The dark healing chambers. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands and journey within to, oh wow, you can't make this shit up. To journey within to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards, to seek and heal the darkness within. Okay, so Divine Masculines, I feel like this is saying that you are in this situation, again, to learn a lesson. This has probably been trying to help illuminate your dark aspects through this person or this relationship or people, and it's to help bring these situations up to the surface, to our awareness, in order to acknowledge, heal, and release. So really look at this situation and ask yourself, what about your energy attracted this situation? Ask yourself, what about your intentions could be blocking your abundance, or what about your feelings, intentions, all of that is so huge when it comes to like manifesting and the law of attraction. I mean, things go so deep. I could sit here and talk on and on and on about all of this stuff, but you guys would get bored and go to sleep. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I got, Divine Masculines and Cross Watchers, obviously. But I feel like you are realizing this. If you haven't already realized this and have already moved on to the Hermit, because the Hermit is like kind of hanging out by himself and getting in touch with himself and getting the insights in order to progress forward. And since you've got the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands, I kind of feel like you're in that situation, like, what, baby girl, that you have decided to walk away from this, whether it's a contract, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a just a relationship, some kind of connection, whatever, something that you thought you were going to build upon, walking away from that because it's in the reverse, and really going within and figuring out what's best for you and putting down all of the burdens, like anybody else's expectations, anybody else's ideas of what you should or shouldn't be doing, just everything. I feel like that's just kind of this. I get this like really cleansing feeling from that Ten of Wands for some reason, like very cleansing. Like the weight of the world has been lifted off of your shoulders. So that's beautiful. But I still feel like there's definitely some healing, and that your mind could be playing tricks on you, and maybe even, causing you to say, oh, am I doing the right thing by walking away? Should I give this a little bit longer, or, something like that. But I really feel like ultimately, if you go within and you really listen to your intuition, the answers. And like I said, I feel like you've already made that choice, or you will. But there's some kind of aspects here that says that there's still a little bit of limbo. So if you're in limbo, take a good look at your entire situation and really assess everything that's happened and everything that's been said, and you'll know, like, when you really assess it from a neutral point of view, all of the answers will come to you. So anyways, that's what I've got, Divine Masculines and Cross Watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell, and that'll get you notified when I put out new videos. And share if you think somebody will get some information out of this, or that somebody needs to see this information. Comment, let me know how this resonates for you guys, whether you're Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Karmic, I don't care. Let me know how this resonates. I'm always interested. And sometimes I don't have, like, sometimes I'll see you guys' comments, and I may not comment a lot because I may be doing other things. And then sometimes I might write you guys a paragraph, you know, when you just write a little bit. So don't think I don't care about you guys' comments. If I only write a little bit, it's just because I've got a lot going on sometimes. But I do love to see the comments, and I do read them. I read every comment. So, and I usually try to always comment back. Sometimes I don't see them though, or don't get alerted, and so sometimes I see them later. But anyway, all that being said, and then there is that special if you guys are interested in the Twinflame full reading or the Twinflame mini, and would like to get more insight into your situation, maybe concerning this. Don't send payment because of my debit card right now. I'll let everybody know tomorrow what's going on with that. But you can send me an email and we can discuss it and we can set something up. So, and if you guys want to do, well, don't do any donations yet. I'm not even going to say that one right now. Because I don't want anything on my debit card at the moment. So yeah, this is Angel of the Dawn. I'm sending you guys so very much love. And peace, love, and light out until next time.